Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be doing a girl talk series here on my channel. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so it's a new year. I'm gonna start it out, and today is season 1, episode 1. Please comment down below like certain topics that you want me to talk about. Be like more detailed and specific, as this is a series. So the topics that you comment down below, there will be like one like specified detailed video just on that one topic. Okay, so comment down below any advice you need on anything, so you know we can continue on with this series. As you can see by the title, today's episode is going to be about birth control, STDs, and just like basic kitty health. Okay, so before we get into this video, please make sure you guys give me a big old like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get right into it. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is just birth control. Now, I know a lot of people have their own opinion on birth control, whether they feel like it's a good thing for them. It's completely up to you. Like, I'm pro-choice on everything, so you know, it's your body, it's your choice. If you don't want to get on birth control and you feel like it's bad for you and your body, then you completely do not have to do that, because there are many other options as to preventing pregnancy and things like that. Me personally, I have been on birth control since I was 16, and I'm going on 20 this year in July. So it's been about 4 years that I have been on birth control. So originally, the reason why I did get on birth control was because I did have very heavy periods that made me so sick. They were so heavy, and they were on for like a very long time. And I did get my period every month. It would be on for like 7 to 9 days, and it was like straight like heavy flow. So I did get my heavy flow from my mom, because my mom also has a heavy flow. So I think it's just like something that just like passed down to me. But yeah, like my periods would make me so nauseous. I would literally be like throwing up and just like sick to my stomach. The cramps were horrible. So, you know, I went to my doctor. I'm like, is there anything that I can do that can like shorten my period, make it a little bit lighter and more, you know, bearable? Okay, so I did go to my doctor, and my doctor prescribed me my own birth control. Now, this birth control I took every day. I didn't really take it around the same time as you are like really supposed to when you're really trying to use it to prevent pregnancy. That's very important to make sure. If you're using a birth control pill to prevent pregnancy, you do want to make sure that you're taking it every single day at the exact same time. Okay, that is very important and key. But since I was just, you know, more so taking it to help with my period and just like, you know, my body, and you know, like I said, to get like a lighter period and stuff, I wasn't really taking it at the exact time every day, because it just wasn't that, you know, urgent. I got on the birth control, and it really helped with my cycle. I didn't like get sick from my periods anymore. My stomach felt a lot better, and then my period was shortened from like being 7 to 9 days long to like 3 to 5, and it was like more lighter and bearable, as I said. Now, if you are deciding to get on a birth control pill, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of facts. I did do my research for all of this, so if you want to comment below and like fact check me, or you know, educate me on a little bit more, feel free to do that. I am open to constructive criticism. But there are two different types of birth control. So there is a non-hormonal birth control, and there is a hormonal birth control. So a lot of people can get on the birth control pill because it does help with hormonal acne, long periods, like I said, or if you are trying to prevent pregnancy as well. The birth control pill overall, if taken correctly every day at the exact same time for preventing pregnancy, it is around 92% effective. I don't think this is like the best option to get on, especially like if you're, you know, late teens, early 20s, and you're just trying to find a birth control because you know you want to prevent pregnancy and you know you're going to be sexually active. I personally do not recommend getting on the pill unless you are like, you know that you're going to be like so responsible with it. You're going to take it every single day at the same exact time, because you really do not want to slip up with the pill too much, because you don't really have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to its effectiveness. Okay, but the only thing I will say about the pill is I feel like you have more control on how much, you know, hormones and stuff you want to put in your body, and you have control to easily stop taking it. If you know you aren't technically active anymore, you can stop taking it and like easily just get back on it when you want to. I do not think this is a good starter pill if you are like trying to prevent pregnancy, unless you are like super responsible about it and you're not going to slip up, you're not going to be forgetting when to take your pill. I would advise to get something else that you don't really have to, you know, think about too much when it comes to a birth control option. So that's like my little backstory on, you know, me getting started with birth control and originally why I did get on birth control. Now fast forwarding to my senior year slash like my first year of college, I did want to switch my birth control just because I felt like I wasn't really remembering to take my pill the way I should. And you know, if we are going to prevent pregnancy, you do want to make sure you're being very responsible with that. So I did go to the doctor and decided to switch to my Nexplanon. Now Nexplanon is an arm implant that you put right in your arm. You can do all your research online as I did. I feel like the Nexplanon was just the best thing for me personally. Now it can affect a lot of people differently. I know a lot of people have their own opinion on it, and you know, saying that it may cause people like depression or a lot of weight gain and a lot of things that people believe that come with birth control. You know, it's to each his own. I wouldn't necessarily say that birth control has made me gain a lot of weight as another person would, because me personally, I haven't gained nothing like outrageous. I probably have only gained like a whole 5 pounds from like the past 3 to 5 years, and that can be from a whole bunch of other things, a whole bunch of other factors that can be contributing to my weight gain. I wouldn't solely say that, oh, this birth control made me gain all this weight and I'm just like so big and just like, you know, blame the birth control. Okay, but like I said, I am on the Nexplanon, and the Nexplanon is basically an arm implant, and it lasts from 3 to 4 years, and it's over 99% effective, you guys. I highly recommend it if you know you're going to be sexually active and you really just want to make sure that, you know, you aren't getting caught up in something that you just don't want to be caught up in. Okay, and obviously a lot of people, you know, my age, we aren't planning to get pregnant anytime soon or anything like that. That's not me saying, you know, oh, just get on birth control and just go, you know, out here doing all this kind of crazy stuff and just like, you know, because birth control, it does prevent pregnancy, but it does not prevent STDs. It does not prevent as HIV or AIDS or herpes or, you know, chlamydia, and the list just goes on and on and on. But you know, it does help prevent pregnancy. Obviously that's something, you know, that we are trying to prevent. So with that being said, I am on the Nexplanon right now, but I am just going to go through some other options if you don't want to get the implant, because I know a lot of people, you know, they have like a mental thing with like things being in their body and in their skin, and you know, there is a lot of things that come with that. So I am going to go through a list of other options that you do have for birth control. So the first option that you do have for birth control is tracking your ovulation. Now this can be kind of tricky, but it is said to be 80% effective if you track it correctly. Now, like I said, I wouldn't go out doing this, try to track my ovulation every week and making sure that, you know, you're not doing things within a certain time frame, because for me personally, I think our bodies is always changing, and our bodies are things that we like never expect. So I wouldn't solely depend on my ovulation days for when, you know, I can or can't and like do stuff like that's just for me, like that's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's not as responsible. Now if you were just like in a position where you didn't really care as much to get pregnant and you feel like you were ready, but you like you're trying to get pregnant but like you're not like too worried about it, you know what I'm saying, then I guess this would be effective if you were like, you know, more ready for pregnancy and you're not really trying to prevent it as much. Checking your ovulation is something that you can do. I haven't really done a lot of research on it, but I've seen that it is, like I said, 80% effective, and a lot of women are actually doing this because, you know, they don't want to be on birth control, you know, for other reasons. Like I said, this is an option. So your second option is just to do the withdrawal method. If you don't know what this is, obviously I think it's very self-explanatory, but you can do your research on that. But the withdrawal method is said to be 85% effective depending on if there is any pre-ejaculation. So if there is any pre-ejaculation, that can actually lower your percentage of, you know, preventing pregnancy. Now maybe if you combine the withdrawal method along with a birth control pill, then you may be a little bit better. Like I said, the birth control pill is said to be around 91-92% effective, and the withdrawal method is said to be around 85% effective. So if you combine these two, maybe you might have a good chance of not getting pregnant. But that does go along with making sure that you are taking your birth control pill every single day at the exact same time. Okay, so that's really the only thing that comes with that pill, y'all. Y'all have to make sure that you take it at the exact same time every single day. Okay guys, so the next most common form of birth control obviously is to use condoms. I feel like it's very, very important to use condoms even if you are on birth control, because condoms do help prevent, you know, STDs, HIV, and anything like that. Obviously it's not 100% effective, but condoms themselves are over 98% effective when used properly. So I highly do encourage you guys to get condoms, even if you are a female and you know you're dealing with boys. I wouldn't 100% depend on the male figure or whoever you're, you know, having sexual intercourse with to have the condoms. Y'all ladies, don't be scared to bring your own condoms, buy your own stuff, because in the end it is your body that, you know, these things are going into, and you don't want to be playing with your health. Don't play with your body. You only get one body, so you do want to make sure that you're taking care of it. Don't be scared to go to the store, buy your own condoms, and bring your own condoms if you are out here and you're sexually active. I highly do encourage. It is so important. Do not think just because you are on birth control that you are safe from getting any infections, any STDs, herpes, y'all, chlamydia. The list goes on, and I do not want any of my supporters or any of my subscribers to suffer from any of those things if I can help prevent you guys from making those bad decisions. So always use condoms, even if you are on a form of birth control. They are so important. Okay, so another form of birth control is the birth control patch. Now this is said to be more than 99% effective. So basically the way you use it is you get a new patch each week. You change it out for 3 weeks. You change your patch, and then the last week you take it off and you get your period. Okay, so I think it's very self-explanatory, and I think this is also a really good option. I feel like if I wasn't on the implant, I would use a patch because it's really easy. You don't really have to think too much about it, but the patch is said to have like a lot of side effects, even though it is over 99% effective, because it is a hormone that, you know, is releasing into your body. So there are going to be side effects that come with that. If you are trying to, you know, prevent pregnancy and you're a beginner with birth control, I think this is a really good option. Very self-explanatory. Like I said, you get a new patch each week for 3 weeks, and that last week of the month you would take the patch off for a week to get your period. Then obviously after that week you will put a new patch on, and, you know, just continue to repeat the cycle. So another form of birth control is a birth control shot. Now there are many opinions on the birth control shot. Me personally, I've never had it before, but I've heard a lot of stories that people that have had it that haven't really had a lot of good experiences, or have got pregnant from getting the birth control shot. But it is said to be around 90% effective, and I believe that what you do, just like every 3 months you go back to your doctor and you get a hormonal shot in your arm that's supposed to last you, you know, 3 months to prevent pregnancy. The only downside about this is that you have to make sure that you're staying on top of your doctor's appointments, and, you know, you're going back around the same time every 3 months to make sure that, you know, you're getting the right dose in your body so you aren't getting pregnant. So I wouldn't really I want to see myself getting the shot. Also, I've heard a lot of people, it's more common that you actually get your period for a very long time on the shot. Now, like I said, to each his own. So me saying this, I've heard stories from other people that I know that have gotten the shot that they say, you know, their period is on for like a month straight, and, like, you know, it's just horrible. But I don't want that to I don't want that story to scare y'all away from getting the shot, because obviously it is still an option. My best advice would just be like to try it yourself and see how it affects you, and you can always stop getting it if you don't like the way it's affecting you and your body. So another option of birth control is the Nuvaring. And basically what the Nuvaring is, I actually just recently learned about this last year, and it's like this small ring, kind of looks like a hair tie, but it's like clear. You can do your research on it, look it up on Google, read up on it if you want to, but basically it's similar to the patch but different. So you have to like physically insert the Nuvaring inside of your like vaginal canal, and I think you leave it up there for about 3 weeks, and then you take it out for that last week to get your period. So it's kind of similar in a way. The only difference between the patch and the Nuvaring is the patch you have to change each week for 3 weeks, and the Nuvaring you insert it once and then you leave it in there for 3 weeks and then take it out for that last week. The only thing a lot of people are saying about that is that it's falling out, or they're uncomfortable with like sticking something inside of their vagina. You know, to each his own. But to me, I think it's kind of similar to like putting in a tampon in a way, but like, you know, obviously you put a tampon in for a few hours and you take it out. Only thing is like the mental game of knowing that something is up there, and it's like, you know how people can get and they're not comfortable with things just sitting in their body or what have you. But yeah, that's just my take on it. But the Nuvaring is said to be over 99% effective, so I think this is a really good start of birth control if you're really just trying to prevent pregnancy. So my last form of birth control option that I have written down here is the IUD. I will be popping up pictures of everything that I'm talking about on the side of the screen, just so you guys have an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. But the IUD can last you, I think, from like 5, some up to like 7 years, they say. So it's basically like a copper IUD. It is hormonal. I think they also do have a non-hormonal one, so it doesn't affect like your mood and things like that. But basically you will go to your OBGYN or your doctor or whoever, and they will insert it up your uterus, so it can kind of sit like, it's just like right inside of your uterus, and basically it just releases hormones each month to help prevent pregnancy. Very like self-explanatory, sort of like the arm implant is similar, but it is said to be more effective, or most effective, because it is like based in the uterus where pregnancy would take place usually. So it is, you know, more effective than the implant, I believe, because it is, you know, in the area where it should be. A lot of people do complain about the IUD as well though, saying that the male figure can feel it. I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I've never been on anything like that, but you can just, like I said, do your research. Google, watch YouTube videos. There are so many videos of, you know, people talking about their experiences with different type of birth control and how it's affected them, and, you know, pros, cons, reviews, and things like that. So, you know, definitely I would do my research before just, you know, watching this video and then going to the doctor and just telling them that this is what you want to get, and, you know, stuff like that. Definitely make sure you do your research and read up on things that you are putting inside of your body. So once again, like I said, birth control is good for preventing pregnancy, but it is not good at preventing STDs, HIV, AIDS, you know, any infection or, you know, disease or anything like that. Birth control does not prevent those things, you guys. So do not think that you can get on birth control and you're good from like everything. You don't have to worry about anything, because that is not the case. So I highly do encourage you guys that you do go to your doctor frequently. I would say at least twice a year, to get checked out. What is that thing called that females are supposed to get? I can't think of the word right now, but I'll put it on the screen. But you need to go to the doctor every year, get your vagina looked at, you know, make sure you getting tested yearly to make sure, you know, you are free from any diseases or infections down there, because that is not something to play about. I know a lot of people can feel embarrassed to go to their doctor and ask for help or anything like that. Y'all, do not be embarrassed, because these people are here to help you. Like, this is why they go to school, so they can learn on how to help people with, you know, HIV, AIDS, infections, making sure that, you know, we're doing the right thing so that we can prevent these things from happening. So definitely don't be scared to go to the doctor, get checked out, make sure that you're good, because you're better safe than sorry, okay? So definitely go do that. Also, you guys, I'm gonna say that if it ain't smelling right down there, then it is not right. Okay, listen to your body. Your body will not lie to you. If you know that your vagina does not smell, sorry y'all, my camera cut off, but if you know that your vagina does not smell right, or you know, it don't look right, or it's doing something different, or your discharge is bad color that it shouldn't be, if your discharge looking clumpy like cottage cheese, or it smells really sour and fishy, and you know, any strong odors that it shouldn't smell. Now a vagina does have a natural odor. Do not be expecting your vagina to smell like cookies and cream, cotton candy, ice cream on a hot summery day, because baby, don't nobody vagina smell like that. Don't let nobody fool you into thinking that your vagina gonna smell like flowers and all types of great things, because it doesn't. Every vagina does have a natural odor to it, but when that natural odor is no longer existent and it's very strong and potent and, you know, sour, not nothing pleasant to smell, I would highly advise you to go see a doctor, because that's not just something that you want to have lingering down there and for it to only get worse. Okay, so like I said, don't be embarrassed to go to the doctor. They are here to help you. They can prescribe you with something for you that is going to help you get better. Okay, so definitely listen to your body. If your body don't smell right, baby, it's not right. Okay, don't be scared. Just don't be scared. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of tips to do, you know, after sex, anything like that, just to make sure that you're taking care of your vagina down there. So the first thing I'm just going to tell you guys is just to make sure that you are urinating after sex. This is because you don't want any excess sperm or anything like that that can be down there lingering in your space, in your cookie, and getting all up in there and just like causing infection, because this is a root to a lot of vaginal odor if you are sexually active, and infections, like UTIs and, you know, yeast infections and anything like that. We want to make sure that we are preventing. So if you do have sex, make sure that you go pee it out, flush it out, wipe it up. And I would recommend you guys to bathe afterwards. If you can't bathe, I would say carry around some wipes with like a mild soap or something in it, and try to like wipe yourself out and making sure she's okay, because we don't want no sperm or nothing lingering down there causing us any infections and nasty odors. Also, make sure you guys are drinking a lot of water, just to help your vagina flush out and help produce discharge. And discharge, if you don't know what discharge is, it's just the way that our vagina naturally cleans itself out. But you do want to make sure that your discharge is not a bad or nasty color, because that is an obvious sign of an infection. So make sure you are drinking a lot of water, just to help your body already do what it naturally does, which is produce discharge, and just help clean ourselves out, and making sure that, you know, our lady downstairs, that she is okay, she's looking good, she's feeling good, she's smelling right, she's healthy, she's clean, and she's safe. Okay, because we only get one kitty, y'all, and once you damage that one kitty, and once she's done, you don't get another one. Okay, at least I don't think you do. So yeah, anyways, you guys, that's pretty much the end of today's video. Like I said, I will be continuing this series of like girl talks and different topics and stuff, so please comment down below different topics you want me to talk about. I'm super excited about this series. I love you guys so much. Please remember to leave me a big old like on this video if you learned something, if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything you learned, or you know, anything that can help somebody else. And follow me on all of my social media in the description box down below. And I will see you babies in my next video. Peace.